And welcome to another show podcast series brought to you by V from V's World, aka Volante. And let's get started, shall we? You know, the other day I was thinking about my personal life and the different stages of life in general, sort of a existential point of view, if you will. And I came up with the idea to do this program today. So I want to break down the various stages of life as we grow older and what we've gone through as people, human beings, and maybe you agree with me and maybe you don't. Maybe you can add something to this little comment, and I'm going to continue this multi-part series, break it on down, covering things like sex, love, dating, and marriage. A following show will be more based on career, investing, achievement, success, and enough of all that. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's break it all on down. As some of you may know, I just celebrated my 46th birthday, and I was thinking, you know, what does that really mean to me outside of the actual age, the number 46? So I took it a step further. I looked at what 40's, what does that mean? And what it means to me, and it might mean the same to you if you are 40, and if you're under 40, believe me, just stay tuned, don't turn off this, because I'm going to start talking about people who are younger, 30s, 20s, and teens, because I know I have a lot of fans or followers who are in that age group, so this is not going to be about me breaking down my old age. So, getting back on point, 40s, it's about acceptance. It's about accepting yourself, accepting those around you, accepting your situation, and having the strength to adhere to that situation or make yourself better, you know, and grow to be a finer, bigger, badder you. So that's what it means to me. A couple other things, other points I like to make. It's also about stability. You know, we tinker around when we're in our 20s, which I will get to that. We tinker around with our life, or with our career, with our love life, with our sex life, etc. But by 40, we pretty much reach the halfway point in life. Okay, we're at halftime, so we figure it out. We have figured it out, so we believe, and we accept the things we cannot change, and we change the things that we can accept that we can change. That makes sense. It makes sense in my mind. And then we want stability, you know. That could be purchasing a house, or just staying put, or just saying, you know, I'm not happy in my situation, I'm going to go get into another situation, like move out of the country, or get married and have lots of kids. So that's what it means to me. And the final point about being 40 is challenges. I think at 40 years old, we want to see if we can still do the things we used to be able to do. You know, if we could run a mile at 6 and a half, maybe 7 minutes. I think I ran like the mile back in the day at 6:47 or something. I can't remember back that far. That was back in like the Stone Ages. But we do want to challenge ourselves, and that's what it means to me. But let's go way back for the younger viewers and listeners. The teenage years. Ah, yes, the teenage years. What is that all about? It's about seeking approval. You want to seek approval from your peer group, from your friends, from your parents in some kind of way, if you will, at your school and all that good stuff. It's also a time of having an identity crisis. And having an identity when you're a teenager is the most important thing to you at that time, because you want to be cool, you want to be obviously accepted, you want to be in the in crowd if you can, or you want to be noticed. No one wants to not be noticed when they're in their teenage years, unless, well, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Enough of all that, because I don't want to go back to my teenage years. I think they were great, and I just leave them back in the past. Ancient history. What about the 20s? The 20-somethings. Yeah, you know, you remember socializing, experimenting with all kinds of things, you know, that could be even sexually. I mean, there's that old common story of, this is from a female standpoint. Yeah, I kissed a girl back in college. It's always back in college. Or I did this and this and this, but it was back in college. So I think 20s are all about experimentation, which is great because you find out what you like and what you don't like. And I cannot say that I did not experiment in my 20s to one level or another. How about the 30s, people? When you reach 30, it's such a big deal in America, especially, but I think it's a big deal around the world, to tell you the truth. I think the 30s stipulates that, well, in your own mind, you feel that you should grow up, be more responsible. And that could be about money, responsible about having children, or getting yourself involved in a deeper, meaningful relationship, aka being married. So those are huge responsibilities. And your career is very important, because in America we base our career on who we are, and we parade around with our titles and our degrees and our jobs as if that makes the whole sum of who we are. And there's good and bad to that. I've been a part of that at one point, and I will just say that it's kind of a tricky one, because at some point you can very easily lose your own self-identity because of what you do as a career. So the 30s is basically about that. It's also the fear of the unknown, because you don't know what it's like to be a quote-unquote middle-aged person, or entering your middle-aged years. And so you have all these trepidations, if you will, and just a lot of pressure. And the final thought is basically, well, that is my final thought. Make sure to tune in for the next series. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to tune out right now and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.